Welcome to day 4 of our meditation series, and we're hopping right into it. We're going to find a comfortable seat and gently close our eyes or fix our gaze, bring our gaze down, just relax our eyes there. Bringing our awareness to our breath. If it feels good, put your right hand on your chest to feel your chest rise and fall as you breathe. And doing a little body scan to see how your body feels. Just going from your toes, moving up all the way through your legs to your hips, pausing at hips because hips are energetically a space where we hold emotions or where the emotions get stored. So if you feel tension in the hips or just need to move your hips, you could gently move them in your seat just by swaying from side to side, or when you're standing up doing some circles or doing some hip work helps release the emotions that are stored in our hips. Our body is amazing and it does so much for us, and processing emotions through our physical body is one of the ways that our body helps us feel our best. And emotions are a natural part of our being. And it's natural to have emotions, the good emotions that we label as good, right? Like joy, happiness, and the ones that we label as bad, anger, frustration, disappointment, hopelessness, but they're all neutral. There's no good or bad emotion. It's how we process it through. So it's easier to process joy because it just flows more natural through the body than process anger. Sometimes we tend to suppress it. We don't want to feel it. There's shame associated with certain emotions, so we don't want to express it. But if we just let it flow through us, complete its cycle, come into us, we feel it, and then let it come out too. Instead of suppressing it, that's the movement. That's what our body is designed to do. So as you're finishing up your body scan, noticing what you notice in your body, bringing your awareness back to your breath, noticing where you feel your breath. Is it still up here in our chest, a little bit shallow? And if so, let's begin to deepen it and open up the diaphragm, that beautiful muscle right underneath our rib cage, right underneath our lungs. So if you can imagine it expanding, so the belly expands forward, you feel your belly come out on the sides, it really takes up space. You can imagine Winnie the Pooh, he knows his belly breathing, his belly expands. That's what we want to do. We want to expand and make space in our physical body, but also in our emotional, in our spiritual, in our mental body. We want space. Expansion is great. And then when we exhale, we're gonna purge ourselves of anything that's not working for us. So any thought patterns we're holding on to, any ideas, anything that's just not working for us, but we're still holding on for whatever reason. If we could just acknowledge that we're doing that, just a quick, nice realization. Oh, wow, there it is. There's that pattern. There's that inner critic that comes in and begins to point things out. If we could just be an observer for a second, and the more we practice being an observer of that mind chatter, the more aligned we become with our inner selves. There's no judgment. Mind chatter is always there. It will always be there. It's the way that we're designed. That's what it does. Our job is to figure out, oh, that's how I work. Amazing, amazing how I work. And now I'm gonna work with it. So if I hear the inner critic, I'm gonna say, oh, it's not me, that's the inner critic. Okay, all right. I get to choose a different thought. I get to rebuke my inner critic. Oh, you say, I can't change my pattern? I think I can. So notice anything there that you're like, that's not working anymore. Let's release it. Release it with your breath. Your breath is so powerful. And when we do it with intention, intentionally inhaling to expand and make room, and intentionally exhale to contract and let what's loosened up by our breath exit from our selves. Continue observing that and just breathing deep, deep into your belly, and then squeezing the belly button to the spine and letting that debris that you are loosening up, that's not working for you, cleanse out through your breath. And if you have your oil next to you, I have Divine Release. Release is a great one. Other one, any oil that you resonate with is great. If you smell it and you're like, ooh, I love it. So go grab that oil, whatever it is for you. Eucalyptus, myrrh, frankincense, stress away. Citrus fresh, that's a good one too. Let's seal our intention to expand and release with a nice big inhale, and then apply the oil wherever you're drawn to apply it, your wrists, behind your ears, drop it on the crown of your head. Another great place to apply the oil is on our forearms. So 3-4 drops, and then rub our forearms together like so. Have a beautiful day.